What's up, everybody? Welcome in. Welcome in. Come on in. We'll be right with you in a second. All right. Today, I want you all to pay very close attention to something okay. I've given you STR, right? Chat, what does STR mean? I'm always creating stuff to give to our communities, right? For our communities to use. Slurred to run. That's right. That's right. STR is slurred to run. Now, this one, I didn't make up myself, but I am abbreviating, or I am making into an acronym for us to use in common. I got the following from the Alt-Right Playbook by Innuendo Studios on YouTube, right? And this one I'm calling NPD, November Papa Delta. And it stands for Never Play Defense. I want you to observe the ops today, and I want you to watch how they avoid playing defense at all costs. Okay? All right. You come up, you already teacupping? All right. This time I want you to be ready next time you request, okay? Put your request back in. No teacupping. We got rules over here. Excuse me. Potatomus.
Yo.
Wrong about a lot there. What's up? Can you turn your volume down a little bit?
Fucking it. Hold on.
I don't want a background noise.
Sorry. Here, is this better?
Yeah, that's a lot better.
Oh yeah, my bad, bro. So I see that 1350 statistic, and that's I'm assuming it's 13% of the population commit violent crimes.
Oh, you're real choppy.
My fault.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, it's just this new phone. So I see it says you say the 1350 statistic is a myth.
Yep.
So I'd argue that it's more like 650 because it's violent crimes and half of the 13% is men, and men can do more of the violent crimes than women. So it's probably like 650 or like 645 or something.
That immediately renders 1350 a myth.
Oh, okay. So you're not arguing from the point that it's say like what one. So you're not arguing from the point that black people commit half of the violent crimes. It's that the numbers themselves are wrong.
I also don't think we can honestly say that black people commit half of the violent crime.
Why not?
Because the data's incomplete.
For this year or in general?
Excuse me. 1350 is built off of the 2000. Well, first it's built off of 1994 crime victimization survey. And then later on, they tried to lay claim that it was based on a 2019 UCR crime data from FBI.gov.
I'd argue that it's gone up more, if anything, because I'd say that there's been more violent crimes
1350 still doesn't fit.
Like the exact numbers?
Yeah, 1350. What is the purpose of 1350? Does the FBI ever say
It's just pointing
1350?
out the, like, what do you mean?
Does the FBI or UCR ever use the phrase 1350?
It's probably unprofessional. I'm sure in their statistics it relays something close to 1350. But there's not going to be a spokesperson that
So they never say the
gets up on a
phrase
press
1350?
conference and just says 1350.
So who does say the phrase 1350?
Probably not, but I'm sure that
Oh, we have lag.
people who read the statistics.
I don't think it's people who...
Well, you're lagging too.
Nah, I don't think it's my lag. I'm on a landline. I don't think it's even the people who...
You were lagging for me a bit.
Yep. Yeah, because the
Like,
lag
say
is on your
I
end.
read the
Of
statistics.
course I'm going to lag because your reception is funky.
Well, if I say I read the statistics and I can deduce that 13% of the population commits half of the violent crimes, that's not the UCR or the FBI saying 1350. That's me reading and understanding.
So then prove
1350.
prove that the black community, that every single black person, the entire 13%, commits 50% of the violent crimes.
Like every black person.
Yeah.
That's just not true, though. That's
Exactly.
like saying, okay, so it's not every black person. It's of the black people. You know, it's like say that, like, if what percentage of the United States is white? Like 60%, something like that. Like saying that, say 60% of the population commits what 80% of the drunk driving incidents. That doesn't mean that I've never drank and drive. You know, like that's just not an accurate statement.
So then you agree 1350 is a myth?
In what way? Like the numbers are inflated, or
Yeah.
I
It says
disagree.
1350, not 650, not 6050, not 1250. It says 1350. You knew what I meant when I said 1350 because the trope is 1350. It's a myth. It's not real.
Myth and inaccuracy are not the same.
Okay, then I need you to just prove that it's accurate.
1350, I don't think it's accurate.
Okay, so then we're good.
But it's not a myth either. It's just inaccurate.
It's a myth.
They're not the same thing. A myth and an inaccuracy are not the same thing. Like saying like
what are the stats based on?
Violent crime committed by black Americans.
Okay, to allege that we do more violent crime, correct?
As a group, not as individuals.
As a group, right? It's rhetoric. Mm-hmm. It's rhetoric there to impress upon the listener that black people have a violence problem.
They do.
So you think that we do? Okay. If you were to find out today, right? Like if based on the UCR crime data in 2019, there were 18,000 murders total. If we were to assume that black people were responsible for all of them, right? Then that would still only make up 0.013% of the entire black population. Less than 1%. Much less than 1%. How is it a violence problem? How do we have a violence problem if literally if we're being liberal about the number and it's still less than 1% of the entire black population?
Overrepresentation in statistics.
It can't be. It can't be. Yeah, like it's a faulty twisting of the data, right?
Do you know what per capita means?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, man, per capita, right? So the idea is that it's more likely to happen that if a violent crime happens to you, it's more likely that it's going to be by a black person, correct?
I guess you could take it
Yeah.
that way.
Who gives a fuck when it's only less than 1% of the entire black population?
What?
Yeah,
So you're
who cares? Why
you're
would
saying you're saying that even though they're overrepresented,
overrepresented?
overrepresented statistically, who cares?
Yeah, not only that, but we don't even know if these people. You wanna
Sorry.
call back when you land?
No, I'm here, bro. Hold on, I'm about to go inside.
You should have been inside. Also, we don't even know if they actually committed these crimes. I don't want to waste it all on you, though, so I'm going to go ahead and move on to the next person, because the next person is going to say the same things, and then we'll get into even deeper why 1350 is a myth. It's a myth. Hello.
Is this opposition only?
Mm-hmm.
Damn it. I wanted to come up to say something to him, but he heavy missed your point. Like, he missed the whole point that it's less than 1% of the population. So why would you be worried about it? So if you can understand that it's over-representation, then maybe they're overinflating it to your eyes so you can think that way. Hence propaganda, buddy.
W. I'm going to let you
But,
go.
I guess, we can't.
W, that kid. You know what I mean? Onyx Bunny, I know who you are. The answer is no. 1350 is a myth. Black people cannot be racist. All masculinity is toxic. If you disagree, go ahead and request up, or you can call in 202-999-3055. I tell you what, Onyx Bunny, you're welcome to call in, but I'm not letting you on the panel. What's up, Zane? Onyx Bunny is one of the flashers. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty confident that Onyx Bunny is one of the flashers. Well, prove me wrong and call in. I'm willing to debate anybody, but if I think that you're the same guy, bud. There's fucking Crash Out from yesterday. Sammy boy.
I guess you consider yourself a black man.
Say hello. Show some decorum.
Hello, do you consider yourself a black man?
I am a black man.
Well, you were just racist when you said black men can't get racist. So why are you racist?
That was incorrect. Watch
why? I don't care what you're calling correct.
Real quick, I'm in the middle of talking.
Dude, you saying something is incorrect doesn't make it validly.
Okay, remember, chat. Remember NPD. Okay, what did I ask you all to look out for? Okay, you're free to talk.
Is this your cope? Is this your cope?
No.
Then justify your view.
No, you do. You prove to me that black people can be racist.
Okay, you said that black people can't be racist. You view yourself as superior. Racism is you viewing yourself superior as a race. There, you're a racist asshole.
That was conjecture. That was speculation.
Wow, prove me wrong.
Yeah, I don't view myself as superior.
You just did when you said that black people can't be racist. So you
that's
view
incorrect.
black people as superior and beyond racism. Therefore,
You're
you
mistaken.
view
Try
black
again.
people as racism.
You're mistaken. Try again.
No, I'm not mistaken. I know clearly what you're saying. You're saying
Okay.
that black
All right.
people
So
are
you are
superior
a
because
mind
they can't
reader.
hear it.
So you're a mind reader.
No, I'm going off of what you say there,
Okay.
bro.
All right. Well, listen, you can't read my mind, right? I just told you that I'm not superior, that I don't think I'm superior, but you said you definitely do. So now here's your job. I am thinking of a number between 1 and 1 million. I need you to guess the number.
Why would you have to specifically say you're superior?
Guess the number.
Why would that have?
Guess the
Why
number.
does that happen? Why would you have to
Guess the number.
specifically say superior? Why would you have to specifically say you're superior?
Guess the number.
Why would you specifically have to say you're superior?
You see? You see, chat? Guess the
I'm
number.
asking you a question, bro.
Guess the number.
I'm asking you a question, bro.
Guess the number.
Why do
I'm
you
not
have-
going to answer your
why would
question.
you-
Guess the number.
Why would you specifically have
I'm
to say
not
you're
going
superior?
to answer your question.
Why
Guess
would
the
you
number.
Because you don't want to, because it would
Okay,
destroy
this is your
fucking
last
terrible
chance.
being.
This is your
I
last
don't give
chance.
a fuck, bro. I love destroying
You do give a
you
fuck.
left.
You keep calling back.
Yes,
keep
I
losing.
love destroying left.
All right, so let me explain. All right, you acted as though you had some sort of insight into my mind state, and not only that, but your entire argument is dependent upon my mind state. In order for this to be correct, you have to be accurate in your assessment of my mind state, which means you would have to be a mind reader. The only way you can prove that you are a mind reader is to guess what number I am thinking of. Do so now, or I will kick you.
I'm going off of your direct words, my friend.
Guess
So
the
if you
number.
have a problem with that, you can kick me and concede. That's fine. I will.
It's not a concession. You simply refuse to play defense. See? Whether they know they're doing this or not cognitively, these motherfuckers can't debate, right? They merely want to try and exude strength. This is why they refuse to answer questions. This is why they're obstinate. Now, if someone is not willing to defend their position, that would allude to the idea that there's no amount of evidence that could sway them, correct? If they're not willing to scrutinize their own viewpoint, then there's literally no point to the debate, is there? You understand? So simply refusing to explain yourself does not make you a winner. What it does is it makes you a loser, literally. Because it means that you can't substantiate anything you've said. You got to turn your volume down, bud. I don't know what's going on with y'all's background these past few days. All right, no name.
Yes, sir. So I think, well, how I take it, because I think people confuse like systemic racism and just regular racism.
Mhm.
I mean, I'm not sure what your point of view was it on, but my definition would just be like prejudice towards a certain person for like their skin color.
No, I feel like that's a terrible idea to base your argument off of a definition. I think you need much more than the definition in order to understand how racism works.
Yeah, but you're saying black people can't be racist, so first we have to define what racist is.
Okay, let's use all of the definitions to have a good understanding of what we mean when we say racism.
Yeah, how are you defining it? I think would be a better question.
Okay, well, before I tell you my definition, do you agree? Can we agree that racism is a sociological issue?
Yeah.
Okay, can we agree that the sociological definition would probably be best suited?
When you say sociological issue, what do you mean by that?
Racism is a sociological phenomenon. Sociology is the study of the ways that society interact with each other.
So you're saying it's best fit for like a broad, like for a lot of people, not just one?
Say it one more time.
Like, are you saying the word is best defined like when applying it to a lot of people, not just one?
No, racism is a thing
Yeah.
that happens in society, right? If sociology is the study of how people interact, and racism is one of the ways that people interact, right?
Yeah.
Then it's a social phenomenon, correct?
Yeah, I think it could also happen individually too, though. Like, I don't think it's just a social
So
phenomenon.
just if I was born into a bubble by myself, removed from the
Yeah.
rest of society, I could be racist.
I mean, of course, you're influenced to be racist. Well, I
I'm
mean,
gonna
I
ask
wouldn't
one
make
more
it. I'm
time,
not
okay?
sure. I'm not. Yeah, I would say I'm not sure to that because I'm not sure on all
Well, if you say
the
yes, go
capacity
ahead
for
and say
that.
yes, because I
No,
have
I'm
a
not
follow up
sure.
question.
I would say I'm not sure. I had to do more
We'll
research
do it
to
like
see.
this. Who would I be racist to if I were by myself?
Oh, if you're just by yourself? Oh no.
Okay. So it's not an individual thing.
Like I'm saying, individual, like you racist to somebody else, like a 2-party thing.
Okay. So that means interacting with other people.
Yeah.
That's social.
Okay.
So can we agree that racism is a sociological phenomenon?
Yeah.
Okay. Can we agree that the sociological definition would be best suited to analyze or, to define a sociological phenomenon?
What is the sociological definition?
The structuring and maintenance of a hierarchy based on the superficial physical characteristics that society deems important.
It could be the best, but it doesn't have to be the only. Like even if I concede and say that
I
is the best.
agree. I think we
Yeah.
should use a lot of different definitions in order to gain a better understanding. However, none of the definitions will tell us how it works. In fact, quick question.
Yeah.
How do words make it into the dictionary?
I'm not sure on the specifics. I would think people would come to like a I forgot the word, but like they all like agree on like on this thing, like a group of people will probably like agree on this thing and put it in a dictionary.
Okay, the name of that group of people?
I'm not sure.
Lexicographers.
Okay.
What lexicographers do is they observe the normalizing of colloquialisms. Do you know what that means?
Like how it's used typically.
They watch how people are using words, and then they stick that into the dictionary.
Yeah.
How people, hello, my darling, I love you. How people are using words does not dictate how the phenomenon itself works.
Yeah.
Okay. So then we're eventually going to have to start talking about how the phenomenon itself works.
Can you give me examples?
Yeah. So bet I got you. Hang tight. Can you see the screen?
Oh yeah, I can see you.
All right, hold on. Okay, you're gonna help me fix my car. All right.
Yeah.
When I start it up, it goes. Blah, 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 blah.
Okay.
Okay. Now I'm going to give you the definition. And based on the definition, I want you to explain to me how I need to fix my car. Or even just tell me why my car is making that noise based on the definition.
I don't think this is like analysable because when you're asking me how to fix your car, but this is just the definition of like the word. Like these are two different things. Like one is like how to fix and one is like the definition. But for racism, I feel like racism,
Okay.
like when you define
Time out.
Yeah.
For the car, I'm asking you how to fix it. Yes.
Yeah.
But you knowing how to fix it would be dependent upon how it works. Correct?
Yeah.
All right. Me saying that black people can't be racist is a claim about how racism works. Correct?
Yeah. But if it works socially, I would like exclude black people from that.
No name, your box is glitching. No pause. I'm gonna let you down and request back up, okay?
All right, bet.
A lot of y'all argue just because you really want to believe that black people could be racist because it makes you feel bad. That's none of my concern. I don't care how upset you are about it. Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi. Yeah, so my, I guess, contention would be with your third prompt here,
Okay.
which is all masculinity is toxic.
All right. Thank you for the gifts, y'all.
Yeah, so okay, well, what's your definition that you're working with for masculinity?
The performance of manhood.
And what's the because when I looked up the word masculinity, it just means having to do with the male sex. So it's just anything concerning the behaviors and attitudes of men. So is there a
So the
different
performance of
definition?
manhood.
The performance of manhood. What's the performance of manhood?
Masculinity.
So is it like a circular definition thing, or are you able to give kind of like tangible?
No, it's just that your definition said what my definition said.
Say it again.
Your definition said what my definition said. Do you think that masculinity is not the performance of manhood?
I think masculinity are just the things the things pertaining to men.
Okay. I'm all right
Yeah.
with that too.
So why would you say that all masculinity is toxic?
Because man is an oppressor class, and to be oppressive is toxic.
So what made man an oppressive class?
Patriarchy. Social organization.
So what caused the social organization, and like where did that come from? Did it just come out of
Feudalism and
ether?
Abrahamic religions.
So you don't think it just came from the fact that by nature men are bigger and stronger than women?
I don't think social organization ever is natural. I think it's always nurture.
Well, if that's true, so you believe that men can be natured to be feminine instead of being masculine? So what can
I
be
think
done?
that masculine doesn't exist without a gender binary.
Well, how often is there not a gender binary in nature or in human nature? How often is there a deviation from the binary?
In human nature?
Well, just from what we see in people, like what percentage of people don't meet the binary?
Lots of people.
But like what percentage? Like would you say more than 10%, more than
I don't know.
15%?
I don't know. Lots.
So are you saying more people are outside of the binary than that are in the binary?
No. That doesn't mean it's natural or unnatural. Or that doesn't mean, that doesn't mean that non-binary people are unnatural.
Right, I'm not saying anyone's
And
natural or unnatural.
just because
I'm
there's a
saying,
majority doesn't mean that the binary is natural.
well, okay, let's just get to the crux of it because I guess maybe we're talking in a
Are
weird way.
pants natural?
Are pants natural? Mm-hmm. No, pants don't sprout out of the ground. They
People
can be
create
made after
pants?
fabric.
They didn't used to
mean-
market pants to women, and then one day they did. Why is that?
Why did they market pants for women and then stop marketing pants for women?
Why did they used to not market pants to women and then start to market pants to women?
I'm not sure why.
Because gender norms, gender roles, and expectations are dynamic.
So what are the gender roles for men
It depends on the society.
in this society, in the American society that we live in?
To be an oppressor,
And what does that like what role? What's the role?
to
What do they have to do?
be an oppressor,
By doing what?
faring better socioeconomically, to be at the top of a strata, to be an oppressor.
So It's not to make money to provide for their families, to do, they just oppress, they
Wait a
don't
minute. You don't
build,
think
they
it's
don't
oppressive
create.
to not grant
It's oppressive to
access
what?
to grant? You don't think it's oppressive to not grant equal access to capital?
Well, I don't think that there's a prevention of people, women, me as a woman being prevented from gaining capital if I
Since when?
wanted it. Huh?
Since when?
I mean, since my whole life, since the life of my grandmother.
Since 1974, not the whole life of your grandmother.
Say it again.
Since 1974.
Since 1974, women have had equal access to capital. Okay, so now that women have equal access to capital, what would make masculinity toxic in that case?
The fact that it's the direct performance of an oppressor status.
So, yeah, I guess I'm a little confused in the sense that if women have a role and men have a role, if people are functioning in their natural like abilities, right? What would make a man inherently toxic just for being existing as a man?
Being in an oppressor role.
And so just by you existing, you're oppressing me?
Are you just asking me what's toxic about oppression?
No, I'm asking you what's just toxic about men inherently. Like in their bones, they're just toxic.
Their position in a gendered hierarchy.
But where did that hierarchy come from? Did they create the hierarchy? Did they create themselves?
Men.
So you're saying that just because a man exists, he's automatically oppressing a woman?
In a gender binary? Yeah.
And what would give him the ability to oppress?
Okay, so we don't keep going on their position in a gendered Okay, all right. Let's try this, okay? Do you understand what I mean when I say gendered hierarchy?
You mean that between men and women, that men are physically stronger and can, I guess, hurt or suppress women if they so desired?
Gendered hierarchy in general would mean that some genders rank higher than others. Under patriarchy, yes, it literally translates to father rule.
Right. And so why is it father rule?
Because of violence, because men were more depraved and execute violence against women.
Okay, so in our current structure where women have access to different things, do women just protect themselves? Who's going to?
Yes. Men don't protect women.
Say it again.
Men do not protect women.
How do men not protect women? So if a woman was around you and she was being beat up, you wouldn't try to protect her?
I would try and stop the assault, yes.
Right, so wouldn't that make you a man that's protecting and keeping women safe?
From other men?
Yeah. Just like if a woman,
okay,
just like
before
women have to
you
protect
skirt
women
past
from other
that,
women. Oh, yes.
I want to say this very slowly. I want to see if you understand what just happened.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. In this scenario, I was protecting you from men.
Yes, from another man. But what if I was in a fight with another woman, wouldn't you try to protect me or you wouldn't get involved?
In this scenario,
yes.
a man, was protecting you from men. Okay, let's try this. Why were you in danger in the first place?
Because I maybe had a verbal altercation with someone. Maybe I was randomly attacked. I mean, for whatever reason.
The answer is men.
Okay, so now if I'm in an altercation with a woman, right? And a man walks by, can a man help me in that situation and protect me from another woman?
I'm sure he could. I'm sure he could, but also perhaps a woman could do the same thing.
So,
What I'm saying is protectorhood or protector. That's not the performance of manhood.
well, I think that's in my understanding of gender roles, right? I understand that men have a role, a job to protect women. Specifically, good men have, take on that role of protecting women from bad men, just like good women protect men from bad women. Like that's a part of our role is to, protect each other and support each other. So
So community protects community.
yeah, because I don't
Why
think
does
I
why
just think
why
I
does that
think
have to be a gendered thing?
well, I didn't make it a gender thing. Your
You
whole
know
prompt
who
is that
did?
men, just by the essence of being a man, is toxic, and I'm saying no because a man can choose to be good or he can choose to be bad. He can choose to be violent. He can choose to be non-violent,
Do
just
you
like a
know
woman.
all masculinity is violent?
How is all masculinity violent?
Because it's coercive. It undermines the autonomy of the subordinate gender.
So if I'm just talking to a random person, if I'm just talking to a man, that's just violence. He's automatically violent with me because I don't understand that. I'm not
I'm sorry.
biracial. I
I'm
don't have a white
sorry.
mother. I come from
You're
a black
not
family.
biracial. What the fuck
Oh,
is happening?
oh, I'm sorry. I was reading a comment. It was just weird. It was like people are saying like I'm biracial or something. It was odd. Sorry about that.
Okay. The hierarchy itself is violent. It undermines the autonomy of women and femmes.
Well, I'm sure that. Well, I can understand the sense that like women need to be protected from violent men because
Jeff,
women
Jeff,
aren't necessarily
Jeff,
stronger.
Jeff, hush. Jeff, be quiet. It's my brother. He's texting me and he's being silly.
Oh, okay. Hi, Jeff. But yeah. So I don't know. I think that I feel like I would feel the same way if the prompt was in the reverse. If it said that all femininity was toxic, because I think that both people enacting
But
both the roles.
femininity isn't toxic.
Well, how can femininity not like? How are femininity is not perfect? So why would I say that they can't? There can't be any
Femininity,
toxic parts of it.
perfect. According to what scale? According to whose judgment?
Okay, so
Perfect. Why is that even a thing that like what is this like
okay, I'm sorry. The reason why I'm saying that is because to assume that femininity has no error or nothing that could cause it to be toxic or harmful is not, valid in the
if
same way.
toxic femininity isn't a thing? If it were a thing, it would be centering men over some. It would be the submission to masculine abuse. But it's not a thing.
So what is femininity then? Femininity is the action
The
of womanhood,
performance of
right? The
femhood.
performance of womanhood or whatever you would say. Oh, I'm sorry, finish it. I apologize.
The performance of femhood. Yes.
And so that's non-toxic.
No, it's not toxic.
Yeah, I guess I don't understand why we would assume that everything a woman does at her essence of just being a woman is non-toxic, but the essence of a man is toxic. That doesn't seem
Essence is metaphysical. I don't care. I don't.
okay. Well, I'm just saying at the root of who that
The
person
essence of
is.
femininity could mean several different things to several different people. I'm just talking about the performance of your gender, and I'm saying that the performance of manhood is toxic because man is an oppressor class, and to be an oppressor is toxic. Therefore, the performance of manhood is toxic.
So
Kind of.
okay, so if when a young boy is born, right, from the womb, is he considered from birth? Is he considered toxic?
He's socialized into masculinity.
So then he should.
Observe. We are calling the boy a boy We have decided that the boy is a boy. They haven't decided for themselves.
Okay, so
So
let's just
we're
say,
ascribing a quality to the kid. They will be socialized into masculinity or not. They may deconstruct, but
so then the best route for a child that is born male would be to
be
act
a
out
girl. No, I'm
feminine, right? Is that what you
no.
would say?
The best route is to dismantle a gender binary, abolish men, abolish gender.
Abolish. Okay, and so what would that look like practically?
Probably revolution, probably violent revolution.
And who's committing the violence?
I don't feel comfortable answering that because my homie, they know better than I do. But I'm assuming violent
Say it again. I'm
revolution is the
sorry.
answer. Huh?
So, and who's leading the revolution? Who's fighting in this revolution?
Femmes.
So the feminine that is oppressed is going to fight
is this,
against
question
the
hour?
masculine.
Yes,
I'm
just
sorry. I
real quick.
want to understand because I
I'm-
want to understand the thought process behind the prompt because it seems odd, and I get it that a lot of people like in this space are agreeing with you, but I'm just saying like I'm not understanding it, and I think it's confusing. It's confusing because it seems like you're saying at the essence, a man is, just because he's a man is a bad person and is going to inflict the violence on a woman.
It's not the claim.
Okay,
Saying that,
so when you
that
say that,
masculinity is violence. The status
So-
of an oppressor class is violence.
okay, so would you consider yourself masculine?
Mm-hmm.
And so, as
Yes,
a
the answer
toxic
is yes.
person,
Oh, okay.
yes. So, how are you oppressing me in this conversation?
I'm a man.
But what have you done to me as a woman?
Be a
to say
man.
but you're not doing anything to me. You're not oppressing me. You're having a conversation. You're respecting me. Some people, I would say that you're
By being a
practicing
man, I'm propping up the gender hierarchy. I'm participatory and I benefit from patriarchy.
So then, as a woman, am I propping up the gender hierarchy? No, I don't affect it at all.
I don't know. You know what? I would imagine that we view this as like the coon thing. I don't know. I don't have a good answer for that. I don't think so, but I don't think it's possible, really. I think that from the position of a marginalized class, I don't think you can really execute oppression.
Okay.
Y'all, I see the
So-
friendlies. I love y'all. We not taking no friendlies right now unless you're cadre.
What's a friendly?
People who agree with me.
Oh, are you bringing up people want to come up to, argue your point? Okay, I mean, that's valid. I just think, I don't know. I just find that odd. I find that odd to think that just because I'm a woman that you're in some way oppressing me when you don't even know me and we're just having a regular conversation on the internet. I have a question. Do you think that I'm expressing some form of internalized misogyny?
I think that it's possible.
How so?
The resistance to the idea. Oh my Jesus, move. The resistance to the idea that masculinity is harmful.
Right, because I guess the reason is like because I don't think that my
I
dad
don't
or
want
my
to lose my ops.
your ops. What are ops?
People who disagree. And I've answered like 727 questions.
Oh, well, I thought we were having a discourse, but if someone else is up, please.
I don't think we're having a discourse. I think we're just interrogating.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry. So, what would be the preferred conversation? Maybe we could have that conversation.
Do
on
you
the topic.
disagree?
Yes, I disagree with the prompt 100%.
Would you make a syllogism as to why you disagree?
I disagree with the prompt because I think that that masculinity is just as non-toxic, is non-toxic and just as non-toxic as femininity because it can be weaponized the actions of men can be weaponized, just like the actions of women can be weaponized in different ways, of course, but it can still be weaponized to hurt people. And so that's why both genders are needed to correct and, support each other in creating happiness and, positivity in the world.
Can you name me a macro level campaign that women and femmes have launched to disenfranchise, vilify, and criminalize men and relegate them to a free and cheap labor force?
No, I cannot.
Okay.
And so
Well,
I
the
guess go on.
conversation that I'm having is one of social structure and social organization.
Yeah, well, I think that.
So
So, do you think that?
otherwise, we're just kind of just going like, I like it when Randy says I'm pretty, and I don't care about that.
Okay, so right, let me answer your question then. So I don't know of any campaigns specifically to say, to disenfranchise men by women. I don't know of any campaigns like that. And I don't see campaigns like that existing.
Okay.
But what I
Is
will
there
say is that
is the current material conditions structured in such a way where women hold the majority of control over resources and a monopoly on violence?
I'm sorry, can you say that again?
The current social structure, or is there a social structure where women currently hold the majority of control over resources and a monopoly on violence? Yeah, I'm putting
No,
a
I
DJ
don't think
spin in.
women
Make
will
sure
ever
y'all
have a
hit the live
monopoly.
goal. When you hit the live goal, it protects the live and it gets us on the FYP. And what it tells me about you is that you're the best cartwheeler at your school, and I'm proud of you for that. And you should be proud of yourself. Okay, I want to move on to this other op.
Oh, okay. Well, I just wanted to say, I'm sorry, just to the point you're saying, I want to say that I think that men and women have inherently different roles. I think, women.
Licorice,
What's going on? Hey, what's up?
what's going on?
Yeah, I just kind of want to. Well, I disagree with a lot going on here, but the black people can't be racist thing. Yeah, I just disagree with that categorically.
Why?
It's logically true that they can be racist.
Okay. You want to substantiate it?
Yeah, so racism, well, we'd have to define racism. So what is racism? It's a
I
system.
like all the definitions.
Not a proprietary one that's widely accepted to be true.
I like to take all the definitions and I
Yeah,
like to
I don't want
smush
the
them
proprietary
together.
definition. Your proprietary definition doesn't apply here.
Wait,
Otherwise, we're just talking past each other.
when you say proprietary definition,
As in one that's not widely accepted that you
Okay.
personally came up with,
so if I say that I take several that are widely accepted and I
and
smush
then
them together,
homologate them, and then make it something that you personally
amalgamate
did.
them.
Amalgamate, sure.
Yeah, I don't understand. You said that you said that they're widely used.
Okay, so each individual one may be widely used.
Oh, so we gotta
30%,
determine which one is the best.
40%, 60%.
So
but
we're
I
gonna
don't
have a
think-
definition competition.
Possibly, yeah, sure.
Okay. Can you and I agree that racism is a sociological phenomenon?
Yeah, it's a social construct. Yes.
Okay. Wouldn't the sociological definition be best suited to analyze or for us to understand what we're talking about in a sociological context?
Depends on where you're getting that source from. Yeah.
The American Sociological Association?
Depends on what they think racism is. We'll have to see.
Okay. What definition would be good enough for you? Because clearly
Okay,
it doesn't
system-
matter what definition I say.
Yeah, I would say it's a social hierarchy system established to discriminate or withhold access to resources, enfranchisement based on arbitrary phenotypical presentation.
Phenotypical.
Phenotypical presentation that prioritizes access to resources for white individuals, and
So the ASA
Yeah.
definition?
sure, if that's what that aligns with, I suppose.
He said.
I didn't read that. That was off the dome. I don't know.
Well, okay. Well, there it is.
AASA definition.
Not AASA, just ASA.
ASA definition of racism.
You just said the ASA definition.
Yeah, but I wasn't reading it. It just happened to align with that. Or is this a self-report that you're reading your definitions?
Say it again.
Okay, racism, ASA. Let me see. Statement of racism, the ASA. Oh, holy paragraph, jeez. Okay, racism is rooted in criminals, which involve the conquest, displacement, enslavement, and exploitation of peoples across the globe, appropriation of their lands and resources. The 20th century. Their land resources. Whose lives are considered less valuable and often expendable. Racist ways of understanding the world as it peoples can all embrace and globally dominate. So we'll just take the cliff notes here because I ain't reading all that. So racism is rooted in colonial power relations, above all those established by European colonialism from the 15th century onwards, with involved conquest, displacement, enslavement, and exploitation of peoples across the globe, appropriation of their land and resources, and we'll tack on based on an arbitrary phenotypical expression. Does that track? We track on that one? Okay. So yeah, this system set up, even though it's set up to benefit whites or European people or white presenting people, white adjacent people, it doesn't necessarily mean that blacks cannot utilize these tools, utilize these systems to perpetuate and continue this discrimination. They can't be acting agents. That doesn't mean that they cannot be acting agents.
How does one execute, become an executor, enforcer, or beneficiary of that system from the position of a lower strata?
By amassing resources and using them as leverage to enforce, whatever social
I like that.
will you want.
What about a monopoly on violence?
Sure, that too. You can do that.
I like that. What about a proximity to power? What? I'm frozen on YouTube? Oh, man. Well, I don't know how to fix that, y'all. I guess maybe if I close a tab or something. I hope that works.
Okay. So yeah, you say like proximity to power, like a legal structure, like.
Hello?
Hello? Yeah.
What's up?
Yeah, you said proximity to power. What does that mean? Like access to a legal structure, leverage within a legal structure?
Yeah,
Like what?
legal, political, just denoting societal control, right? So like majority of political power, agricultural power, educational power, things like that.
Okay. Yeah, I'd say that. You can do that.
Okay.
It doesn't have to meet all those criteria at the same time, I don't believe. But
Okay. Does the black race hold that status?
not currently, no.
Okay. Love you.
Hello.
What's going on?
Nothing much. I'm just at the park with the kitten. She's
On the
chilling.
swings?
She's doing slides right now. She loves.
Oh,
her
it
good
wasn't a
slide.
concession? Oh, my bad. I thought we agreed. I got you. Don't even trip, Licorice. What about the merry-go-round? I bet y'all ain't hit that shit.
No, unfortunately, this park doesn't have one.
You hit that.
But that's okay. She'll.
How many wheeze have we got?
None yet. She's like super chill when she's excited. She's like such a chill kid. Hi, Licorice. Welcome back, buddy.
That was a double. This is a 2v1 now?
Maybe, yeah.
Oh.
Why?
Does that frighten you? Boo.
I thought black people couldn't have institutional power. What is this? Oh, you have the monopoly of enforcement here.
Yeah, that's right. And as the rulers of all of TikTok, we have deemed necessary that we must tag team. Yes. As the TikTok aristocracy. Yes. If I was English aristocracy, my lips would quiver all the time, like 24/7. I'd just sit there like it would be the TikTocracy.
Okay.
Yeah, indubitably. And I'd always be plotting. I'd be so evil. I'd be plotting everything all the time. I'd just be like, if I found out people weren't poor, I would take from them their bread. Always, 100% of the time, I would be plotting. Okay, so Licorice, you said it wasn't a concession. I'm confused.
Yeah, it's not a concession on the grounds.
Not only have we agreed on the premises, we've agreed on the conclusion.
No, we have not actually. So yeah, they're black people as a collective or a group, and in group, simply not having access to these things currently does not mean it's logically impossible that they could have access to these things.
Oh, yeah. Okay, no problem, man. I'm gonna give you a W. All right. In another timeline. In another universe.
In the same timeline.
No, it wouldn't be this timeline. It wouldn't be this timeline.
It would be in this timeline.
Nah, it wouldn't be in this timeline.
It could be in this timeline.
It couldn't be in this timeline.
How could it not be in this timeline?
Haven't you watched Loki?
The entire structure of how racism and race function would have to completely change in order for it to be in our timeline, which has not happened.
No. You can still be an active agent and extract resources from black and brown people as a black and brown person.
This ain't chemistry, nigga. We're not acting. That's not how that works.
Who said anything about
listen, if I'm giving you the W, man, like in another reality, sure. If black people discovered a homogenous country, wanted to exploit their labor, wanted to come up with an excuse for why they were exploiting their labor, and then levied against them that they were ugly, unintelligent, uncivilized, hypersexual, hyperviolent, and lazy, and then popularized that ideology, did some pseudoscience, measured some skulls, did neocolonialism, colonialism, imperialism, ravaged their lands, claimed them as their own, forced them to assimilate, undermined their autonomy for hundreds of years. You know what I mean? Then yeah, sure. Wait, they'd be black, which means they would be beholden to a white supremacy paradigm of race in the first place, which means they would still be following the white man's rules.
Just by nature of ascribing the moniker of black to themselves.
But yeah, I'm giving you the dub, man. Let's say we did all that. Let's say we...
Well, no. So you're arguing an entirely different prompt. So the prompt is black people can't be racist. What do we mean when we say the word can't?
Cannot.
It's not logically possible.
Are incapable of doing so.
Cannot. Incapable of doing it. Yeah. So under no circumstances can this thing happen. But you pointed out clearly that under a set of circumstances, it is possible for them to exhibit this behavior.
Which is why I handed you the W in some distant future in a land far, far away a long time ago. 100%.
I will take that one.
Yeah, I'm giving you the dub, man.
Thank you.
You got a dub.
Copy that.
Yeah. I don't understand why you're so upset about winning. I don't understand why you're so upset about winning. Yes, in an unfathomable, in a completely unlikely timeline. Yeah, sure. Yeah, in the timeline where Loki's an alligator, yes, black people can be racist. Why was he so upset about winning?
Okay, I gotta go, but I'll be back later if you're still on.
WU Ty.
All right, love y'all. Bye.
Peace.
Wading in the water. What's good with it?
Why are you talking like that?
Wading in the water.
I don't understand.
So, look at the prompt here. Let's talk about the prompt, man.
That's what I'm here to do.
1350. I seen some statistics, you know, about Shmurda. The Bobby cons, you know. And I think
What is
it
this?
is around. I think it is around 50%, man. That are be okay to do it. And I know that. I think the number's around like 2,000 or 3,000, or 2,000 to 3,000, right? And in our
Where?
community, we didn't have like on the either it was Statista or FBI or it's a bunch of different
Statista
statistics.
gets its information from the same place the FBI does.
Yeah, seeing what the what the
Where's that?
who's in the jails, seeing
Where-
who's in the jails and what they're in jail for.
Where is that?
I mean, you just look it up and show me.
I have.
So what do you not see about that?
What do
You
I
think
not
those
see about that?
statistics
There's
are
lots I
false?
don't see. It's not reliable.
It's not reliable.
No, it's not reliable.
So is it reliable that you see that 11? What about the victims? Like how many victims there are? If we have 11,000 victims to gun pew pew violence in 2020.
The total number of murders in 2019 was 18,000.
Yeah.
Go look at your source and tell me how many arrests were made total for murders.
Not for all of them. Yeah, it was way less than the amount of
How
murders
much
there
less?
were. Well, I don't know. You want me to say what did you want me to look up?
Go to
when you could tell me?
Statista.
Oh, that's where I found mine too. What was the exact statistic you were looking at? The amount of murders compared to the amount of arrests.
And I tell you what, go to FBI, they'll tell you.
That's what I saw it on.
Okay, go look. I tell you what, request when you find it. I'll let you back up. We got to be better at this.
No. Yeah, you can look at the Crime Data Explorer also. Crime Data Explorer also has that information. But I wanted to...
And that source would be what?
FBI.
Would be NIBRS. FBI uses NIBRS. Yes?
No, vice versa, sure.
Mm-hmm. Did you look at their disclaimer?
FBI external standard date. Source FBI external date.
Yeah, I think it says something like
arrests?
caution against or warning against ranking.
Warning against ranking. I'm sorry. Where are you finding this?
On NIBRS.
Oh, on the in IBRs. Okay. Well, I can look at that one too. Well, this is incident reporting. So incident reporting is more like arrests and call-ins, right?
Is it?
I believe
Is that
so.
the methodology? What's the methodology?
Incident level detail. Like the historical summary reporting at SRS and IBRs captures granular data on every single crime in a given incident, including property loss, drug types, and things.
NIBRS, crime data. Okay, if you want something done right, you know what I mean? Where are you, Explorer? There you are. It's unbelievable.
Automated multi-train submission pipeline. Local data is captured at the scene, validated by software, and exported to state and federal databases.
Where are you? Footnotes. Footnotes. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you?
And the people bringing up exonerations, there's only like, I think there's less than 500 exonerations.
There it is, data considerations.
Oh, is it?
The data found on the Crime Data Explorer represents reported crime and is not an exhaustive report of all crime that occurs. It's important to consider the various factors that lead to crime activity and crime reporting in a community before interpreting the data. Without these considerations, the available data can be deceiving. Factors to consider include population size and density, economic conditions, employment rates, prosecutorial, judicial, and correctional policies, administrative and investigative emphasis of law enforcement, citizens' attitudes toward crime and policing, and the effective strength of police. Avoid ranking comparisons. Since crime is a sociological phenomenon influenced by a variety of factors, the FBI discourages ranking locations or making comparisons as a way of measuring law enforcement effectiveness. Some of this data may not be comparable or comparable to previous years because of differing levels of participation over time. If you were to summarize this, what do you think they're telling you?
Well, they're saying that it's not entirely like 100% accurate, and obviously no data recording system will be. There's always going to be implicit biases.
Why are you
based
softening
on
the language? What are they trying to tell you?
It's not 100% accurate. Like what?
What about the part where it says, without these considerations, the available data can be deceiving? Factors to consider include population size. What about that part?
States? I think like when you look at, well, I'm not really sure what they mean by that. Like population size, you're comparing like murder or unalivement in Charlotte compared to like a Los Angeles. I don't know.
So they're talking about crime reporting, yeah? Who's doing the reporting?
Officers on scene, it seems like.
Where does it say that?
I think that's just how they get the data.
Where can we find that?
Local law enforcement agencies, let me see. Okay, mark43.com, how to achieve NIBRS compliance without disrupting your department. So, NIBRS. Okay, so it shows the data. So I would have to copy this link and post it, but it says NIBRS was established in 1989, and the data reported, number one, reports all Group A offenses per incident with all relevant information for each offense, reports all arrests for Group A and Group B from on-scene officers. And I think there's also automation as well.
The FBI's Uniform Crime Reporting Program collects crime and law enforcement statistics from law enforcement agencies across the U.S. and publishes that data on the FBI's Crime Data Explorer website. The UCR program includes data from more than 19,000 federal, state, county, and tribal university and college law enforcement agencies. Agencies voluntarily submit their crime data to the UCR program either through a state UCR program or directly to the FBI's UCR program. So,
okay, so you're saying that the disparity would be explained by bias in what the officers or agencies choose.
Yeah, my mouth is moist.
what the officers or agencies choose to report. That's what you're concluding? That's your conclusion.
No, I'm just saying that to 1350 as a talking point is definitive. However,
the data itself is not definitive. Okay, yeah, I'll take that.
Because in this reality, nothing. Am I an asshole? I think so. Like yeah. But I mean, like, that's okay, right?
Yeah. So what about the numbers of our people who have unalived? You know, because
Yeah.
you
So
conceded,
1350
you
is
said that the
based
numbers-
on the 1994 Crime Victimization Survey and the 2019 UCR data. In 2019, the total number of murders was 18,000, but the
And we made
total
up
number of arrests made for murder were 7.5.
7. Yeah. So half of those, right? So once again, so like half, maybe it's not a third, but it's like half of the time your murder is gonna get solved, right? Okay. And then we have the number of, so you have all the numbers of the people who died, and then you have the numbers of just black people who died, which is 7,000. So that's already half of the time.
You say what?
The number of all the people that died is
It was murdered.
17,000, 19,000, right?
It was 18,000.
Murdered, my fault. And the number of, black people that were murdered is 7,000, like 8,000.
No,
it's like
the
7,000.
the total number of arrests made for homicide.
Yeah,
period.
I know.
Were 7,500.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. What's definitive is the fact that the black people died, right? Were murdered, right? And their case was never unsolved. And if 93% of those cases obviously are people of their proximity, are other black people that cases were not solved,
Yeah,
that's what is true. We are still 50% of the deaths.
Okay,
and you don't
prove
care
that.
about the victims.
Okay, prove that.
Well, you just said it yourself that the total number was what, 19,000 or 17,000, and
You're
the number
jumping all
of
over the place.
the number of black people that died was 8,000.
So prove that it was black people that did it.
That's what I told you. 93% of the time, black people do it.
In 2019, it was 88% of the time.
Okay, well, there it is. Thank you.
But there were only arrests made for less than half.
So that means, but that's what I'm saying. And there's still other black people that aren't.
Sorry, it was
arrested.
16,000. It wasn't 18,000.
So that means
that
means there's more black people who could be getting arrested.
You're just making an assumption. I need you to prove to me.
What are you talking about?
You're assuming that because black people live next to each other and the reported intraracial crime rate was 88%, that trend will continue in the missing data. You're assuming that. Demonstrate the math. Either show me the math behind that extrapolation, or show me the actual numbers.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is, and you conceded to the point that it's 88%.
The reported, yes, the reported.
Excuse me,
sir.
Wait a minute.
Excuse me, sir.
Wait a minute.
Excuse me, sir.
You said that 16,000 people got murdered. You did.
Mm-hmm.
You said that. Well, I mean, you can find that data, but I said that 7,700. That's the thing is that's around the number, right? Of BLK people that were unalived.
Oh, buddy, I'm gonna have to break it. So that's you poor thing. I'm gonna have to break this out.
Yeah. I just want to show you, like, if that's how many people died, and then the rate, right, is this.
You gotta stop trying so hard.
You said that's the rate.
Yo, what the fuck? What the fuck happened over on OBS?
Okay.
What the fuck, bro?